Fear, it's a powerful emotion and it sells, and we're in a loop because we want to get rid of our anxiety. We want to get rid of our worries. We all self-medicate in some way, shape, or form. We get therapy. We do all kinds of things to try to get rid of it, but we also are attracted to it and we're sold it. And that's how we fuel a lot of our economy, our culture, and also our purchases. So that's also something we have to observe in our lives. Now, we talked about your emotional, your mental, and your physical, how you have to observe how your fear response are according to those three impacts in yourself and your personhood. But fear sells, okay? It influences people's behaviors because it taps into something that's really primal within us. Because we want to soothe it, we want to relieve, we want to get rid of our anxiety. And we're geared to get rid of our anxiety. So we're going to sell you things to make you feel, that's the thing, we're searching for an emotion, to make you feel you're going to be better, safer, healthier, whatever it may be, okay? So it will influence things in your life that you will do, decision making, especially because you're going to purchase something, or you're going to do something, or you're going to connect with someone, all based on this fear that you want to relieve in yourself, and somewhere outside of you, it's always outside of you, is going to answer you, is going to answer the question. When I work with people and they come to see me, I tell them, I don't heal you. I'm just a really good navigator because I've been doing this for so long. I've done myself, navigating myself. And that's what I want to teach people, is how to navigate themselves so that they can understand themselves better. So you're not influenced by nothing. You become the boss of you. You know who you are. You know what you need, and you're not influenced by what the world decides that you need, because this is always what we do. Your political, your social, your entertainment, what you're buying, your fashion, your food, your supplements, your exercise. It's all the world telling you what you need. No wonder we're exhausted, because we go to here, oh, they talk better, so maybe they know better. And then we're taking two, but no, man, people, you're exhausted and we're spending money on things that are not necessary because you hold all the answers to you. You're a treasure trove of information you just don't know. So by observing what you do, how you feel, so we did how you respond to fear, now you're looking how you're getting, how your response to it. Now, I was one of these, especially when you're young. You see the brands and you want to get, especially in your teens, and everybody's got their style. And I was in the 80s kid, so I wanted the big hair and the big earrings. So the bigger the earrings, and then you have to have that piece of clothing at that particular store, because then you fit in. You see the social pressure? See the fear? Kids now have that. It can be on other topics. It can be their weight, their food, their activities, their parents, their social status. Now it's more present in kids, more anyway than when we were young. And also if you're in the 60s and 50s and 40s, maybe you didn't have that kind of social pressures now. Kids have it every day on that phone. And we're gonna take the phone away. It don't matter. At school, they got kids who got phones, and they're gonna tell them anyway. I was a high school teacher, believe me. I know, I've seen enough of kids with all kinds of issues. They're gonna get pressure because we sell it to you all the time through purchases, movies. How many of us love the Marvel, the action, the spooky, the scary? I have a lot of, my best friend loves scary movies, okay? And now she's so desensitized, it has to be super scary, and there's a list of what really makes it scary. And we put music to build the emotion, okay? We're tapping into your emotional side of you that you're not even aware of, maybe, of what really triggers you. I'll give you an example. I think I was 9 or 10 years old. I'm on vacation, I'm at the sea, having a great time. And then what comes up? Jaws. Holy mother, okay? That was it. I was afraid to go into the ocean after that movie. I was afraid I was under the bed. That plagued me until college. And a lot of you are laughing. I took a scuba diving class in college just to get rid of this fear, because I couldn't go in the deep end. It was ridiculous. Even with my whole scuba gear, sitting in the bottom of the water, telling myself, look, there's no shark. What are you freaking out? Telling my brain going, nope, what if it comes from behind? You see how irrational it is? But if you show me at that time, another scary movie, of course I want to watch it. You see, we're feeding into it, but then it accentuates more fears within us that we don't know. Now, movies, music as well, we see that all the time. We know what people like, because if you sell fear, right away we want to do that so we can make the money. Even if you don't really agree with it, you may do it because you have to pay your bills too. There's a fear. So it's all this impact all the time. It doesn't even matter what status you are in your life. Everybody's impacted at some point, okay? Either being more famous, or maybe you're at the bottom and you're just trying to feed yourself. It's still different fears, but it's a fear. Fear is fear. Ads, you're not healthy enough. Cancer, heart disease. I mean, all the kinds of ads that you can have that maybe you're not healthy. You need to exercise, stop smoking. Now we have all these kinds of pictures on cigarette packages and people still buy them. They try not to look at it, they suppress. Just quickly open it, don't pay attention. I'm telling you, you're still gonna do it because you wanna soothe the anxiety. And then we scare you more about it. It's still at the back of your head that you can have that disease now, and now you got another fear coming on. So then you may think, I need supplements to combat maybe the smoking. You see what I mean? And then okay. Security systems. Okay, this a lot is men, but I remember also as a woman, younger woman, I used to put I have a dog, beware of dog sign, because I couldn't afford a security system. I used to put that at the back just to, deter whoever may think to come in. You see what I mean, that fear? I used to walk with my keys in between my fingers when I used to walk to my car at the evening after I went to a bar or a club, let's say, and I'm watching my car because I was in fear. It's constantly there. So if I'm gonna sell me something that could secure my safety, of course I'm gonna get it. And I'm fed it by the world. And the world keeps telling me there's more. Now there's wars and AI keeps building people. No wonder we're going nuts. It's just building and build more technology, just keeps going. So your primal instinct is to make yourself safe. They know this and selling it to you. Imagine if you just were safe in you. Imagine how much money you would save just by feeling good every day or most of the day. Can you imagine how your nervous system would feel if you felt good most of the day? It would change your life without using any of this. Now we're gonna go to the next one. We're driven to act when we're in fear. We have to do something. We gotta get power because we don't wanna be helpless. So we gotta do, we gotta move, like fight or flight makes us go. That's what it is when you're in danger. You gotta do something to stop the threat. So when we do this, we tell you need this real bad. So that you can stop whatever problem you have. I'll give you an example. I'm not against pharmaceuticals, don't get me wrong. They can be useful in certain circumstances with people. But I had a 21-year-old who had a really bad major breakup with her boyfriend. And obviously, yeah, you're a breakup. Of course you're sad. Of course you feel depressed. Maybe it lasts more than 6 months. So she couldn't get out of it, goes to her doctor, and he says, well, I got antidepressants, they'll help you. So Via told her to come and see me. And then she tells me this story, and I say, well, you don't need antidepressants for this. You just need to go through a broken heart and feel your grief and talk to me about it. And then we'll go deeper in why you can't let it go. And there were deeper issues why she couldn't let go of the grief, of why she kept attachments to this person and she just couldn't let him go. So we had to talk about that, her own self-trust, that she is a good enough person, if it's this person or another, that you're good no matter what. No one outside of you determines value except you. So once she started understanding this through a few sessions, I also do psychedelic truffle microdosing. And then that 6 months, people, she was fine. 6 months instead of antidepressants. Do you see? We sell you fear. Then we don't know. We want to bring it down the fear, so we just give you pharmaceuticals. And we're in this vicious circle, going round and round in circles of trying to figure ourselves out. So we're tapping into this on purpose. Even the news outlets, okay? We're telling you. So we do crypto, okay? You got to get your crypto, you got to get your bunker. I'm not saying you shouldn't do these things. You do what you feel, but if you're overly in fear because the world is feeding it and you're eating it up, then you're in fear here. Now they say I'm justified, look at the world. Yeah, but is it balanced? That's always my question. Are you balanced within yourself? And some people will say, yeah, I am. It's up to you. But when you really start looking in your body, your mind, and your heart, sometimes the conversation isn't always what you think. There's other parts of you that have opinions to what's going on in your whole personhood. Now, also, when you're driven to urgency, you really want to be safe. You want to solve your problem. So that's why you're going to look for things to solve it. Example, I'm middle-aged. I'm such a good candidate for aging creams, plastic surgery. I think about it. Creams, retinol. I mean, there's so many things now. I'm getting lost in which creams and which serums. And, oh my God, it's a process I'm going to go through. It's a process I ask myself, why are you struggling with this? Why are you looking at your wrinkles? What is bothering you in that? What feeling are you getting, Kim? That you're not good enough? That you won't look appealing enough? I gotta go deeper in me to solve what is really bugging me so I don't become a consumer that is nonstop trying to feed a beast that can't stop the aging process. It's going to happen. So therefore I can deal with it still buy my creams, but not overly obsessed, be balanced in myself, because it's a fact of my life. It's a fact that I will age, and it's a fact that one day I will die. And all these issues, we are terrified to talk about it. So what do? We feed you ways that are not really real to relieve and release whatever you have as anxiety. Because then you get the FOMO, I gotta participate in this, I gotta get whatever I need, the technologies, the aging, the weight, the drugs that help the weight to go down, the food, the nutrients, the supplement. I mean, people, I'm going on and on. Do you see how exhausting this is? Do you see it? And we're all in it. But when I know myself better, I get less sucked in. I make different decisions about me that are more balanced, and everything around me. Saying you change your reality, yeah, I spend less money. I'm more observant of what I really need, more moisturizer, or maybe this type of exercise, and that's it, because that's what my body, my mind, and my soul feel together of what is necessary for me to come to a place, because I want to relieve my anxiety and I want dopamine. This is what they're selling you, dopamine. You can get that through meditation. You can get that through exercise, such as yoga, or other things that bring you into you. I'm not saying you can do exercise that are getting you pumped up and your bone and your muscles and your heart. I'm looking for exercise where you go within, that you can observe yourself, either slow dancing or slow type of stretching, the way that you can observe what's going on in different parts of your body to put attention. And as you put attention, you release, because you're aware of it. You're not just soothing constantly. This will get you into so many issues. Soothing, you'll never end. It's like soothing it's feeding the beast, and it's constantly hungry, and there's a bottomless pit, and it will never end, and you'll just grow in anxiety, and et cetera, et cetera. So if you look at yourself, at how you respond to also how the outside world sells you it, I know it's a lot when you start observing all of this, but then you start changing where the dopamine comes from, not from outside of you, but within you. You could do that. You just don't know, because you're riddled with fear. Plus, we're selling it to you, and we're giving you solutions, but then it's a vicious circle. You go again, you need another fear to soothe, another way, more money, more clothes, which brand, which status. See how exhausting it is? Guys, you're worth more. You're worth looking inside of yourself and discovering that you're worthy already. From the moment you took your first breath, you were worthy just of being here. That's it. Everything is outside, and they're just as screwed up and in pain as you. That's when I noticed that everybody's like me and just doing their best to get out of it. I thought, man, I just better trust me. Let me discover me and become me, the big boss of me. And then maybe liking this package that I've got here and working with it. And then you start seeing, your heart starts showing you, this is the key. That's what we're gonna talk about next. So guys, have comments, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate all that. I wanna grow the channel to help more people become authentic, themselves, the real them, and thrive in that. Because then you won't go to this or the outside world. You'll be in this space of you being wonderful. See you soon.